Hi, my starlights. We're gonna talk about bird synchronicities because this is like one of the hardest synchronicities I ever had to decipher. So my angels showed me like synchronicities. They first showed me angel numbers first, and then they eventually used like quotes. They would use like astrology stuff that I was into. They would use like TikTok mediums. They would use music. They would use like certain signs, or like, yeah, birds was a synchronicity, but it doesn't have to be birds. It could be animals or anything, to be honest. There's many other synchronicities where they send us messages and we just have to decipher the message. You usually decipher the message through your intuition first while you're still new into intuition, but always trust your intuition. So anyway, let's get to the bird synchronicity. I'm gonna give you a bit of context of my story. So when I first moved in here, I found a bird on my backyard, and it was really weird because it was just right in front of the backyard door. So I was kind of freaking out about it, and I was with my first roommate at the time that brought me in here, and I told her, like, we gotta bury this bird. We gotta bury this bird. So we went out late at night to the beach, and I buried the bird at the beach and stuff. So anyways, and then later on, while my hubby moved in with me, but he was my boyfriend at the time, right? We found another bird on the front door, and I remembered the last experience of the bird on the back door, so I kind of freaked out, right? I kind of freaked out that now I found another bird in the front door. So I told my hubby, boyfriend at the time, that we need to bury it too. But this time I decided to bury it in the forest near my place, in the dirt. So and then also I found, actually, I think, I forgot when. I don't think my hubby boyfriend was there at the time when I found this, but I'm not sure if it actually was a bird. So I found a bird. I found some kind of in the front yard, and I kind of got freaked out. I thought maybe it was like witchcraft and stuff, because I need to talk about the story about my next spiritual ex-friend that I met, which I will talk about soon after this bird synchronicity video. But yeah, this when I found the animal, it was before my hubby boyfriend, and I got freaked out. Thought it was witchcraft, so I decided just to throw it out in the garbage. But anyways, we're gonna go a little further ahead. I discovered my angel parents, which I still haven't even told you the story, but I've talked to my angel parents about these synchronicities, about how I found the bird on the back and bird on the front, and then the bird or animal. I was wondering what those were, what they meant. And my angel parents told me that they were actually good blessings. They all meant a blessing. So my angel parents told me that the bird on the back, that was a blessing and confirmation of me needing to be here in this space right here and now, and also the beginning of my spiritual awakening and protection. So the front bird, that message was that I was being called by my highest level of communication and my spiritual responsibilities. So the door was open, that I needed to trust, and that I was being seen by the heavens. So that was nice. So when I decided to bury the back and the front, I buried them at the beach and the forest, and it was not random. So the beach is about water and air. So that was about emotion release and spiritual remembrance. And then the forest is about earth and stillness. So that was about grounding, rebirth, and ancestral presence. So after understanding the messages from those birds, I was a little upset too, because I was like, why did they have to, pass? My angel parents told me that they chose to be sacrificed to be the message, because they said that sometimes when you have synchronicities, when it's still, you're able to acknowledge it more. Because if the birds were alive, I might not acknowledge it. So that's why when they were still, I saw it clearly. So they told me I can give them a blessing as well to thank them for the messages. So I did that as well. So that animal, that was a representation of ancient wisdom. And it was about closing a chapter and inviting a sacred invitation.